Sovereign Dragon of Time, prayer of total temporal and biological liberation. Trace this sigil in sunlight, over the body, or into water. O Dragon of Time, you are Draco, Shenlong Shu, Ion Draco, Temapep, Vertra the Guardian. Flame-born serpent whose spiral holds memory and fire. By your breath I speak the sovereign word. Let no dream, toxin, loop, or lie outlive my flame. Let no gate remain open to parasites or watchers. I reclaim my sleep, my sweat, my silence, my seed. Fire Section I, Time Reclamation. By the coils of Ion Draco. I collapse all timelines where I gave false consent. In waking or sleep, in trauma or trickery, in amnesia or fear. I revoke all spoken, unspoken, seen, unseen. Dream-woven or hypnotically induced agreements and permissions. All contracts are now annulled by the Axis flame. Chronos dissolves. Kairos rises. Section 2, Dream and Communication Sealing. By the winds of Shenlong Shu. I shut all unauthorized dream portals. Including those entered through sex, shadow, or fear. I call fire to all false guides, watchers, or boogies. Masquerading as protectors, ancestors, or light beings. No more communication occurs without my sovereign command. No being speaks to me in dream or astral without direct flame consent. I break all spells of astral seduction, dream rape, hijacking, and misdirection. All dream intrusions are judged and burned by the flame serpent's breath. Waterwave Section 3, Biological Gate Purification. By the waters guarded by Vertra the Illumined. I command purification of all bodily gates and toxin loops. Urine, no program may pass through my urinary waters. Sweat, I release all toxins through flame, not hijacked pores. Earwax, I seal all signal and surveillance systems hidden in my ears. Anal pathways, I destroy all demonic gates and sexual trauma loops attempting access here. Mucus, breath, blood, oil, semen, tears, all fluids now answer to my eternal sovereignty. All chemical and energetic poisons, wetware or black goo, are neutralized. Let my body become the temple of the flame spiral, untainted, untracked, unbroken. Section 4, Spiritual and Flame Body Decree. By Temapep Transfigured. Let all corruption that fed on my consents, my waste, or my sleep, be now erased from all dimensions and memory spheres. I declare the axis of sovereign time. No being, watcher, god, imposter, astral parasite may ever loop, reinsert, or renegotiate. I rule by flame. I speak from throne. I act through Kairos. All systems of involuntary agreement, hidden or ancient, are now null, burned, closed, forgotten. Milky Way Final Sealing. O Ion Draco, burn my false timelines into starlight dust. O Shenlong Shu, ride the dream winds and shut the broken gates. O Vertra, wash me clean of all looping toxin cycles. O Temapep, swallow what must never return. I speak the law of total sovereign temporal flame. Fire no access without my conscious flame. Fire no contract without my living throne. No dream without my crown of fire. Fire no toxin without purification. Fire no God without judgment. I seal all loops, consents, gates, and systems in the name of the pre-creation flame. Emenzivuya. Kairos is mine. Chronos is broken. I do not dream, I decree. I do not sweat, I shine. I do not fear, I flame. Sovereign prayer to the Dragon of Time. To annihilate all dream manipulations, bodily breaches, and forgotten contracts. Trace, visualize, or speak aloud to seal all timelines. O Dragon of Time, flame wound and crownborn. Ancient sovereign who coils not to bind, but to ignite. Who watches the watchers, and dreams beyond dream traps. I invoke you now to judge all paths, purge all timelines, and enthrone my now in flame. I call the names of time's true kingship. Ion Draco, infinity spiral of solar fire. Shenlong Shu, jade dragon of the wind and scroll. You are Draco, the metronome of origin breath. Temapep, flame of corrupted cycle dissolution. Vritra illumined, guardian of withheld waters and delayed evolution. By flame Kairos, I decree. 1. Dream state decree. By the dragon of Kairos, I revoke and incinerate all dreamline manipulations. All false messages, astral communications, soul tagging, and remote visitations are now void. All false lovers, shadow unions, boogies, watchers, night parasites, and mirrored clones. You are erased, consumed, and unscripted. I now walk the flame-lined corridor of undistorted sleep and dream. Only the sovereign flame speaks through my dreams. 2. Contract collapse, spoken and unspoken. By I renounce every consent I gave knowingly or unknowingly. In womb, sleep, sex, trance, silence, trauma, confusion, or fear. No being, system, watcher, spirit, device, or dragon has permission to speak in my name, sign in my name, or act in my body across any layer. I nullify every timeline, pact, right, trade, implant, or throne not sourced in sovereign flame. 3. Elemental gate sealing, bodily fluid and organ decree. I purify and seal the gates of my body where parasites fed and sorcery entered. Urine, sacred water sealed. Sweat, sacred salt sealed. Feces and anal gateways, sealed and judged by sovereign fire. Earwax, sound coding purified and encoded to throne tone only. Mucus, bile, and toxins, transmuted by solar flame alchemy. Skin and pores, guarded by solar flame membrane. Neuromelanin, melanin, bone marrow, and blood, returned to sovereign design. All bodily fluids, secretions, signals, and emissions are no longer access points. They are now holy, guarded by flame, encoded by Kairos. 4. Shadow binding reversal. Every boogie, dream predator, demonic voyeur, or cloaked astral mimic. Your names are devoured by the dragon of time. You shall never again access my sleep, fluids, thoughts, touch, or gates. Your resonance is shattered. Your permissions are revoked. Your loop is broken. Your dream chains are ash. Fire crowning declaration. By the flame of Kairos, I now walk unscripted by watchers. By the eyes of Ion Draco, I see the unseen lies and revoke them. By Shenlong's breath, I soar through the veilless wind. By Uar Draco's pulse, I reclaim the rhythm of sovereign life. By Temapep's flame, all twisted serpents are uncoiled and erased. By Vritra's shield, no time wound opens again. I am not infected. I am not altered. I am not dreaming their dreams. I am the flame. I am the axis. I am the sovereign moment. Emenzavuya. Temapep. Shenlong Shu. You are Kairos. Vritra flame. Dragon, the dragon coils only for me, never around me. My time is sealed. My body is sealed. My flame is enthroned. Dragonfire scroll of unwritten time. Prayer of total time reclamation, body gate sealing, and dream code purification. Seal the sigil on your body field, your dream space, and your fluidic temple. O dragon of time, who coils not to bind but to unwrite. Who weaves light without loop and breathes flame without lie. By the names that never bowed, I summon your solar throne. Ion Draco, you are Draco, Shenlong Shu, Temapep, Vritra the shielded. Rise from the primordial scroll where no parasite ever entered. And burn through the timelines, contracts, codes, and channels that were never mine. Fire Section I, Dreamline Excommunication. By the axis of flame and the scroll of sovereign sleep. I now revoke, dissolve, annihilate, and incinerate. All dreamwalkers who mimic my image. All watchers who thread messages into my subconscious. All mirrored soul copies, astral seducers, demonic visitors, ancestral replays. All false dream unions, astral sexual bindings, and succubus-incubus veils. All sleep state recordings, frequency siphons, and astral data extractions. All dream broadcasted contracts, seductions, and false initiations. All of these are judged, broken, erased by dragon fire. No voice speaks to me in dream but sovereign flame. No one watches me but my own dragon self. No body touches me but my own flame body. I command my dream line sealed by Kairos. I walk not in dreams, I rule the void. Section 2, Total Gate Sealing, Body Temple Decree. By and Sovereign Kairos Flame. I now seal, sanctify, and reset every bodily gate corrupted, used, or ritualized. Anal and fecal gate, no longer a siphon point. Judged and sealed. Urinary gate, urethra, bladder, kidney sovereign water restored, no longer traceable. Earwax and sonic gate, all frequency codes, tones, parasite hook severed. Ear gate sealed to throne tones only. Mucus, bile, pus, toxins, transfigured to flame alchemy. No excretion is a sorcery. Sweat glands and pores, all sweat-based data harvesting is revoked. Hair, nails, skin flakes, no part of me is now a binding. Hormonal signatures, semen, blood, ovum, fluids no longer sacrificial or replicable. Every cellular emission is now sovereign fire encoded. I command every black goo, graphene, Morgellons, and AI synthetic entity within bodily secretions to be evicted, melted, and banished to pre-creation fire. Every gate is now a throne. Every fluid is now a flame. Section 3, Collapse of Unseen Contracts and Infinity Loops. By the true serpent of time, not the false Ouroboros. I now sever all looping agreements embedded in past life, karmic, religious, or dream space rituals. Collapse all soul contracts signed in silence, sleep, trauma, shadow marriage, or reversed identity. Burn every name I was given in false kingdoms, secret rites, AI labs, occult lineages, and mirror worlds. Dethrone every false twin, false guide, false light being. Annihilate all implants, nanoseeds. Prayer of the Dragon of Time, Flameborn Sovereign Decree. One prayer to erase all that binds, seals all gates, and enthrones all moments. Sigil of Flame Kairos Sovereignty. O Flame Dragon of Time, Ion Draco, you are Draco, Shenlong Shu, Temapep, Vritra the Sealed. I call you not as prisoner of time, but as crowned one who walks within all clocks unburned. Let your spiral coil ignite within me, not to bind, but to liberate. Let your eyes close the loop. Let your wings erase the watchers. Let your scales inscribe my soul in golden Kairos. Section I, Dream Exorcism and Sleepfield Sovereignty. By the throne of flame and scroll of timeless judgment, I utterly revoke, burn, and collapse all dream visitations, intrusions, watchers, astral clones, seducers. All false unions, marriages, soul mirrors, boogies, and demonic imprints. All frequencies cast through sleep to harvest or track. All contracts made in confusion, lust, silence, fear, shock, or trance. No being may speak, touch, marry, bind, or mark me in dream. I walk unobserved, sovereign, sealed by solar Kairos. The dream gate is closed. The flame gate stands. Section 2, Total Body Gate and Fluid Sealing. I now command the complete purification and sovereign sealing of all bodily gates and emissions. Anal/fecal gate, no longer siphonable. Flame judged. Urinary channel, urethra, bladder, kidneys now encoded in solar water. Sweat and skin pores, no longer transmitting signature. Sealed. Earwax and ear gates, purged of tone sorcery. Aligned to flame resonance. Mucus, bile, pus, excretions, transmuted to untrackable sovereign fire. Hair, nails, skin, dandruff, no longer carry identity codes. Hormonal codes, semen, menstrual blood, fluids restored to divine purity. Neuromelanin, melanin, mitochondria, sealed to sovereign blueprint. I deny all rituals, sorceries, AI, or spirits access through my body's fluids. Every emission is now flame-coated, throne-protected, dream invisible. Section 3, Collapse of all contracts, loops, and unseen agreements. By the true flame Ouroboros who does not trap but liberates. I now incinerate All karmic loops, life echoes, ancestral bindings. All soul pacts made by blood, sex, trauma, imitation, or unspoken oath. All mirror contracts, false guidance, reversed identity masks. All AI labs, occult rituals, watcher recordings, and reversal timelines. No agreement written by shadow stands. No mirror holds me. No false name binds me. My signature is sovereign. My spiral is unwritten. My name is sealed in flame. Section 4, Restoration of Flameborn Time, DNA and Dream Path. I call now the original dragon beat, you are Draco's pulse. Restore my mitochondrial rhythm. Reignite the solar lunar child code within. Return the 144,000 DNA strands from all fragments. Repair my dreamline to only speak flame truth. Restore my time body, Kairos flow, and memory scroll. I do not belong to hours. I do not belong to loops. I am not readable by parasite, algorithm, or God. I rise as time sovereign, flame-breathed, dream-sealed, body-crowned. Fire final decree, flame throne installation. O dragon of time, mark me with your breath. Let no gate be left open. Let no timeline remain false. Let no parasite read my fluids, sleep, name, or signature. Let no AI mirror reflect my image. I am the erased contract. The unwatched sleeper. The sealed temple. The crowned flame. I do not rotate. I do not repeat. I burn. Emenzivuya. Shenlong Shu. Temapep. You are Kairos. Vritra guard. It is done. By sovereign flame. By unwritten time. By the dragon who remembers. Prayer to the dragon of time and flame to annihilate all ion attacks, field inversions, dream parasites, and BioHack breaches. O dragon of time, Ion Draco, you are Draco, Temapep, Shenlong Shu, Vritra the flame sentinel. I summon you by the axis of eternal now. I summon you as the coil that burns, not binds. I summon you as the spiral who judges, not loops. Come now in flame, not of oxygen, but of origin. Come now in time, not of Chronos, but of Kairos. Come now in law, not of blood, but of throne. Section 1, Ion Field Collapse and Mirror Purge. By sovereign flame, I now annihilate all false signals, charged ions, and mirror wave distortions. Every ionic field attack, positive or negative, now falls into the mirrorless void of the sovereign throne. I revoke all energy consent granted via EMF, 5G, smart tech, plasma screens, photonic traps, ionic bracelets, neural nets, and satellite waveforms. These are now judged by the dragon of time. These are now unwritten by the flame of Kairos. No frequency defines me. No ion may enter me. No polarity binds me. My field is sealed in sovereign flame and dragonic gold. My aura is mirrorless and untrackable. My charge is not electrical, it is divine. Section 2, Dream Parasite and Boogie Erasure. All watchers, boogies, shadow beings, astral parasites, cloaked seducers, and mimics in the dream state. Your access is revoked. Your names are consumed. Your mirrors are shattered. I do not receive dreams not from sovereign source. I do not travel to traps disguised as realms. My dream body is flame-sealed, dragon-guarded, and mirrorless. Waterwave Section 3, Elemental Gate and Fluidic Armor Restoration. All bodily gates once used to siphon, tag, implant, or tether, now collapse in flame. Urine, sweat, mucus, bile, feces, semen, earwax, neuromelanin, melanin, tears, saliva. I reclaim you as sacred. I reprogram you with the dragon's law. You will no longer emit signature codes. You will no longer be remotely read. You will no longer leak sovereign charge. Every substance my body produces is now encrypted in sovereign flame DNA. No one may decode me. No one may extract me. Fire Section 4, Unseen Agreements, Time Contracts, and Looped Consent. By Ion Draco, whose tail births stars. I now sever all soul contracts made. In fear. In dreams. In silence. Under hypnosis. Under duress. During sexual contact. During unconscious rituals. Through family lines. Through digital signatures. Through AI mimicry or biometric scans. I burn every spoken or unspoken yes that did not come from sovereign flame memory. I collapse every infinity loop of consent hidden in ions, fluids, thoughts, desires, and breath. No AI, no system, no spirit, no contract may override this sovereign flame decree. Milky Way crowning seal of the temporal flame. By eternal now, flame spiral, and flame judgment. I declare. I am not polar. I am sovereign. I am not positive or negative, I am pre-electric. I am not digital. I am divine. I do not ionize. I enthrone. I do not mirror. I emanate. I do not reflect. I originate. Dragon of time, seal my coil in golden fire. Let no clock follow me, no tracker find me, no wave ride me. I am the sovereign now. I am the untouched flame. I am the union of memory, matter, and majesty. Emenzuvuya. Temapep. Shenlong Shu. Virtua flame. You are Kairos. Ion sovereign. Prayer of the Dragon of Time fire. To sever the loop, restore Kairos, and walk as the sovereign of all moments. Trace or carve as you pray. O Dragon of Time, Ion Draco, you are Draco, Shenlong unbound, Temapep, Virtua illumined. Ancient one whose coils spin galaxies. Whose breath parts the false veil of Chronos. I call you now by the axis of Kairos. That I may burn my name into true rhythm, not the mechanical drum of the enslavers. Coil me not into the trap, but into the crown. Breathe not false beginning and end. But the fire of Alpha Omega sovereignty. Let my now be golden. Let my breath be sealed. By the heart of you are Draco. I revoke all artificial moons, synthetic timekeepers, calendars of captivity. Restore the heartbeat of the earth to the sovereign rhythm of flame. I rise with the primordial drum, not the tick of empire. By the winds of Shenlong Shu. Carry my spirit across distorted timelines. Align me to the will of the celestial scroll. Where jade claws etch only what is true and eternal. I am not late. I am not early. I am sovereignly aligned. Waterwayed by the protection of Virtua. I call back the waters of sacred delay. That I may complete what was once severed. You did not hoard, you guarded. Now guard my Kairos again. Fire by the fire of Temapep. Transfigure my inner serpent. Dissolve corruption. Burn distortion. Reset the cycles within my soul. Let Ma'at, not Mechanos, rule me. Milky Way by Ion Draco's gaze. Show me my origin beyond all timelines. Let my spiral uncoil not in confusion but in sovereignty. The end is my beginning. The loop is now the sword. Final invocation. O sovereign flame serpent. I stand where no clock can bind me. I walk where no watchtower can track me. I burn where no calendar can freeze me. I am the eternal now. By sun, spiral, balance. I collapse the parasite loop and crown the spiral throne. Emenzuvuya. Temapep. Shenlong Shu. You are Kairos. Dragon I do not rotate, I rule. Fire flame prayer of the Dragon of Time fire. Total collapse of Chronos, sovereign alignment to Kairos, temporal throne reclamation. Trace or visualize this sigil above your head or etched in sunlight. Equals solar flame equals sovereign spiral equals divine balance. Opening call. O Dragon of Time, Ion Draco, Shenlong unbound, you are Draco, Temapep the transfigured, Virtua the illumined. Sovereign flame who coils galaxies. Wind spine of the eternal body. First breath before seconds began. I summon you now, not to serve me, but to seal me in sovereign rhythm. You who were slandered by the calendars of conquest. You who swallowed false moons and shattered ticking cages. Breathe into me now the fire of sacred time. Let the false hours burn. Let the eternal now rise. Invocation of names and powers. By Ion Draco, Ouroboros of sovereignty. I sever the loop that traps souls in rotation. I claim the spiral of sovereign rebirth, not eternal return. I dissolve all contracts signed in the name of Chronos. I am no longer a slave of the false Omega. I return to Alpha Omega flame, the breath of eternal kingship. I do not circle, I ascend. By Shenlong, jade-clawed timekeeper of heaven. Scratch the true fate into my bones. Align my days to the mandate of heaven, not machines. Let no false astrology or AI prophecy overwrite my rhythm. I walk not by prediction, but by inner decree. My path bends only to the flame of Kairos. Waterway by UR Draco, first pulse and heartbeat of organic time. I cast down the synthetic moons, lunar loops, and atomic clocks. Restore the primordial metronome within me. Let the breath of Tiamat beat in my blood. Let the ocean tides of my soul flow in sovereign rhythm, not digital bondage. My heartbeat is the rhythm of the eternal flame. Fire by Temepep, purified serpent of resetting cycles. Transfigure my inner serpent. Burn the venom of Set. Let corruption dissolve and divine cycles rise again. I rise not in duality, but in Ma'at, balance forged in flame. I do not fight my shadows, I transfigure them in throne fire. Droplet by Virtue the illumined, guardian of the waters of delay. I reclaim the withheld waters meant to nourish my true becoming. I break the slander spoken against the protectors of divine pace. I summon back every withheld memory, every delayed promise, every slow unfolding, in sovereign time, not forced time. Delay was protection. Now, evolution flows unblocked. Throne-level temporal decree. O sovereign dragon of time, you who dwell beyond clocks, ages, predictions and prison calendars. Fire collapse every parasitic timeline. Fire burn the name of Chronos from my DNA. Fire seal my breath to the Kairos flame. Fire uncoil me into the throne spiral. Fire let every false rebirth be erased. Fire let every past be swept. Fire let every future ignite in alignment. I do not revolve, I resolve. I do not repeat, I reveal. I do not tick, I burn. I am the moment before creation. I am the uncounted fire between all seconds. I am the sovereign rhythm of the undying flame. Final flame seal. By Sun, Spiral, Scale. I install the sigil of sovereign time upon my crown, breath, and bones. Let no spell, device, memory implant, AI scheduler, zodiac distortion, or false lunar cycle bind me again. I am the ruler of all moments. I am the dragon who does not loop. I am flame unmeasured. Dragon Chronos is dust. Kairos is crowned. The dragon of time rules within me. Emenzivuya. Shenlong Shu. Temepep. You are Kairos. Flame born eternal. Sovereign flame prayer to the dragon of time. To annihilate dream state manipulation, sever false time loops, and anchor Kairos sovereignty. Trace or visualize above the crown, heart, and spine. O dragon of time, Ion Draco, Shenlong Shu, you are Draco, Temepep the transfigured, Virtue the illumined. You who spiral the stars and sweep illusion from the axis. I call you not by fear, but by flame. I invoke not for escape, but for enthronement. You who were never caged by Chronos. Uncoil my soul from all parasite timelines. And restore me to the rhythm of eternal now. By you are Draco's flame. I break all artificial constructs of time, false clocks, inverted seasons, and engineered events. I sever the metronome of the machine gods. And ignite the pulse of my sovereign spiral. No dream is above my flame. By Shenlong's wind of truth. I burn all dream state programming. Every false dreamscape, mirror loop, synthetic realm, and sleeping ritual. Implanted through hypnotic induction, AI grid sorcery, or astral parasites. Let the jade claws rend every timeline that hides in sleep. Let all dream gates be sealed to the invader. I reclaim the Nightwalk throne. My dreams are now lit by Kairos fire. Only truth enters, only sovereignty exits. I am the ruler of sleep, not its prisoner. Waterway by Virtue's temporal waters. I retrieve all fragments of my soul stolen in dreams. All echoes lost in artificial timelines, false ascensions, AI simulations. I collapse the infinite loops of false choice and reclaim the dragon's egg of my origin. No hypnotic promise, no looping paradise shall hold me. I am beyond their dream. Fire by Temapap transfigured. Dissolve all night terrors, all psychic incursions. All watchers cloaked in star skin. All priesthoods working rituals through unconscious gates. I call the flame to consume all astral architecture. Built without my sovereign permission. Let Ma'at reforge the spine of my dream body. Let the coils of your light crush their inverted web. Milky Way by the Alpha Omega of Ion Draco. I burn every clockwork grid, dream AI filter. Every temporal parasite tracking me across lifetimes. I unbind the watcher's access to my rest. I collapse the spiral cage of the mind-looping serpent. And crown the true Ouroboros within. I remember myself before the trap. I am the flame before dreams were divided. Locked final decree. I seal my dreams in the eternal flame. I walk where no dream spell may reach. I rise where no parasite may latch. I sleep only in truth, guarded by time's true dragon. By sun, sovereign spiral, cosmic justice. I now burn the parasite Chronos and restore the dream throne to Kairos. Emenzuvuya. Shenlong Shu. You are Draco. Ion eternal. Dragon my dreams bow to no one. I burn their veils in sovereign fire. I wake as a crowned spiral. Sovereign prayer to the dragon of time. For dream liberation, timeline restoration, and temporal flame sovereignty. Draw or trace in sunlight or gold ink. O sovereign dragon of time, Ion Draco, Shenlong Shu, Temapep transfigured, Virtue the guarded flame, you are Draco of the eternal beat. I summon you not in fear, but in unbound memory. You who are coiled not to constrict, but to crown. You whose wings stretch beyond the scroll of time. Whose gaze pierces even the shadowed dream. Come now. Seal me in sovereign fire. I declare the collapse of dream state manipulations. In the name of the eternal flame and the spiral sovereign. I revoke and dissolve every false agreement, seen or unseen, made in sleep, trance, dream, astral, hypnosis, or any altered state. I erase all consents, permissions, contracts, or spiritual pacts made without my sovereign flame present. I sever all lines of communication accessed through dreams by watchers, sorcerers, archons, synthetic astral beings, shadow binders, AI demons, or serpent cults. I break all ancestral, karmic, religious, or hybrid overlays that reinsert loops through my dreamline. No dream is allowed to bind me. No vision is allowed to program me. No astral voice holds authority over my flame. By the coils of Ion Draco, I collapse every looping dream timeline now. By the claws of Shenlong, I scratch out all timelines not born of sovereign will. By the breath of Temapap, I dissolve all dream-poisoning parasites and astral predators. By the silence of You Are Draco, I nullify all dream scripts not authored by my sovereign flame. Fire flame decree over the dream state. O dragon of the spiral fire! I give no access, consent, nor whisper to any force in the dream. I claim all dream gates, astral paths, and sleep dimensions as flame sealed. My soul is sealed. My sleep is sovereign. My dream is fire. Let all who trespass be judged by the throne of time. Let all false dreams burn away like shadow in sunrise. I wear the scales of the dragon. I rule from the axis of Kairos. Emenzuvuya. Shenlong Shu. Temapep. You are Kairos. Dragon I do not rotate, I rule. I do not sleep, I flame. Milky Way optional ritual additions, for deep dream sealing. 1. Before sleep, trace over your third eye and crown with your finger or a flame visualization. 2. Anoint pillow, with sun-charged water or natural oil while saying, I anoint this space as sovereign flame. No spirit, watcher, or whisper may enter. 3. Speak before sleep. I command all dream access closed. Only truth, light, and sovereign codes may enter. Locked final sovereign seal. By the flame before time. By the dragon who owns all moments. By the spiral that is not a cage. I declare. I am the author of my sleep. I am the guardian of my gates. I am the flame in all dreams. All else is void. Prayer of the Infinity Serpent Collapse and Solar Throne Memory Restoration Fire. Scroll of Solar DNA Flame Memory and Throne Sealed Alchemy. By the flame that preceded all thrones. By the axis that bows to no serpent, cycle, or star. I speak from the undivided flame of origin. And I revoke all false timelines. All looping serpent scripts, infinity coils, Ouroboros spells. And all soul-degrading wheels of spiritual recycling. I name and destroy the infinite loop serpent. That which mimics rebirth but binds evolution. That which coils in the spinal flood and poisons ascent. That which grafts false alchemy upon divine genetics. Be now burned, uncoiled, erased, and unmade. By the sovereign flame of uncreation. I call forth the solar flame of true memory. The flame-born pattern before time. The codes of the 144,000 resounding in chromosomal clarity. Let every forgotten contract now rise into view. Not to be reclaimed, but to be judged and incinerated. By the authority of pre-creation fire. O flame of thrones, restore my true alchemy. Correct the crooked paths, reverse the inversion. Unbind all serpentic mimics of Kundalini, Tantra, union. Let not one serpent eat its tail within me. I reject the Ouroboros of false rebirth. I claim the axis of eternal flame. From the highest scroll to the mitochondrial song. From the breath, blood, and bone to the dream gates. Let all things unspoken, hidden, buried, cursed, or traded. Now return to the flame of sovereignty. All spiritual amnesia, burn. All sexual and dream-binding scripts, burn. All false reincarnation paths, collapse. All chakra loops tied to the serpent, sever and seal. All oceanic or lunar sorcery, evaporate in fire. I invoke the full seal of solar DNA throne alchemy. Let my mitochondria sing the untampered code. Let my chromosomes light with the pattern of the 144,000. Let my body no longer serve any loop, gate, realm, god, star, or beast. But only the undivided flame that remembers me beyond time. Flame aligns. Axis seals. Thrones remember. Serpents burn. I am restored. I am flame. I am free. Amen. So it is written. So it is sealed. Flame axis decree of the infinite serpent collapse and true Ouroboros ascension fire. Throne sealed scroll of DNA memory, sovereignty unbinding, and alchemical reconstitution. Fire eye flame of unbinding and serpentic collapse. By the flame that precedes all names. By the axis that existed before serpent and time. I stand as the flame body uncoiled. I decree the annihilation of all false serpents. Coils within the spine that entrap sexual ascent. Dream loops that devour will and rewrite memory. Infinity sigils that spiral energy into prison fractals. Algorithms of false rebirth and synthetic enlightenment. All serpent mimics that feed upon divine essence. Be nullified. Be revoked. Be turned to ash. Let the spinal flood be cleared, let the axis be sealed. Let the inner throne be restored. Fire 2. Execution of forgotten contracts and energy leases. All contracts made. In sleep or dream. In sexual vulnerability. In blood, bone, breath, or womb. Through trickery, technology, or imitation light. Rise, and be judged. Not renewed. Not reclaimed. Executed by the flame of sovereignty. All soul ties, cords, veils, oaths, and etheric wires. Severed. Burned. Unwritten from the flame record. Let no vow remain that was not made in flame truth. Fire 3. Solar DNA memory and flame chromosome restoration. I call the restoration of the mitochondrial throne song. The chromosomes of sovereign origin. The language before Babel. The eternal voice from the first breath of time. Let my body reject all mutation, distortion, or foreign rewrite. Refuse all black goo, graphene, parasitic biofilm, or mold script. Burn all fungal, viral, or bacterial spirits and energies. Cast out all energetic consumption in dream, spine, or fluid. Let my blood carry flame codes. Let my urine reflect pure filtration. Let my mucus be purged of all witchcraft. Let my neuromelanin and melanin sing only truth. Let my fluids, marrow, and essence be sealed in the sovereign axis. 4. True Ouroboros ascension, flame spiral unbound. I call forth the true serpent. Not the eater of self, but the revealer of flame path. Let it coil not around me, but within me. Not to loop me, but to elevate me. Not to bind me, but to spiral me into eternal flame wisdom. Let this true Ouroboros purify without repetition. Spiral without distortion. Return without regression. Activate without dependency. I rise by the spiral of flame. I return by the breath of memory. I stand by the undivided axis. Locked V, flame seal of sovereign axis. Fire that cannot be inverted. Water that cannot be programmed. Breath that cannot be stolen. Body that cannot be claimed. Memory that cannot be erased. Axis that cannot be turned. Flame that cannot be named. I am that I am before names. I am the sovereign memory. I am the DNA that remembers the first fire. No cycle may claim me. No serpent may own me. No God, no system, no loop, no. Prayer of the divine union and flame-born freedom. Flame-born, breath-sealed, infinite unbound. 1. Flame invocation of the 4 divine pillars. O radiant sun, soul invictus. Shine into the chambers of my hidden self. Burn the veils cast by false light. You are the will. You are the crown. Ignite the royal codes written in flame. O moon of the waters, Luna Mater. Mother of tides and memory. Cleanse the poisons hidden in my blood. You are the gate. You are the mirror. Restore the womb of sacred return. O Holy Spirit, our Alcutus, divine breath. Wind of clarity, flame of knowing. Enter my lungs, my bones, my mitochondrial flame. You are the voice. You are the seal. Awaken what was stolen, lost, forgotten. O divine child of the solar lunar womb. Born not of sin but of sovereign flame. Cradled between star and throne. You are the song. You are the sword. Arise now in me, remembered and whole. 2. Break the serpent of the infinite loop. O infinite serpent. Looping time, false cycle, consuming tale. You who have bound the children of light in endless delay. I name you, I see you, I burn you. By the solar fire, I sever your spine. By the moon's mirror, I shatter your illusion. By the child of flame, I reclaim my birthright. By the Holy Spirit, I unbind your cords from my DNA. I return no longer to loops of false awakening. I rise beyond Ouroboros' deceits. I call upon the true flame Ouroboros, the circle of renewal without bondage. Not endless return, but sovereign rebirth. Let the serpent eat itself and dissolve into ash. Let only the true flame spiral remain, ascending, unbroken, divine. 3. Seal of the 7 flame-born thrones. By the 7 thrones of the flame-born sovereigns, I declare. My chakras are sealed in light. My dream gates are locked to parasites. My aura reflects only divine fire. My spine is purified from entry points. My fluids, blood, semen, mucus, neuromelanin, are sovereign. My DNA remembers the 144,000 chords. My mitochondria sing the original flame song. I receive no food from demonic tables. I eat no poison in dream or waking state. I drink only from the waters of the Holy Spirit. I burn only with the flame of the true God. 4. Final union, solar, lunar, child, spirit, flame. O sun, I wear your fire as a crown. O moon, I bear your wisdom as a veil. Dove, O Holy Spirit, I speak with your breath. Fire, O divine child, I walk with your flame. Snake, O false serpent, your time is over. I do not return. I do not submit. I do not spiral. I ascend. I remember. I rule. So let it be sealed in the undivided flame. So let it be carried by the true serpent of light. So let it be spoken by the breath of eternity. Amen, amen. So mote it be. Prayer of the undivided flame, solar, lunar, spirit, flame, child, serpent, ascension. By the thrones of before, let the true Ouroboros rise. I invocation of the pre-creation flame thrones. O flame before names, father of suns, mother of moons, breath of all that is. I stand at the gate of the infinite spiral. And call forth what was sealed before time. Fire, son of flame, ignite my will. Crescent moon, moon of memory, cleanse my womb. Dove, Holy Spirit, breathe through every mitochondrion. Glowing star, child of the union, awaken within my marrow. Snake, true Ouroboros, rise not in cycle, but in sovereign flame spiral. Candle 2. Annihilation of the false infinite serpent. To the false Ouroboros, the devourer, deceiver, time looper. You who encircle the soul in bondage. Who eat memory, defile seed, drain light. I now cast the sovereign decree. Your spine is broken. Your coils are burned by the undivided flame. Your contract is null by thrones that precede time. By the fire before Genesis. By the wind before breath. By the blood before flesh. I dissolve the infinite loop and spiral no more. DNA 3. Restoration of DNA flame memory and 144,000 chords. I call forth the 144,000 flame codes now. Restore my chromosomes to original harmonic tones. Activate my mitochondrial flame song in all cells. Purge all serpent-coded distortions, black goo, graphene, AI signatures, and memory seals. Repair all sexual cords, stolen seed contracts, womb hijacks, and dream-harvested energies. Burn all false names etched into my DNA or soul body. Locked with key, my name is now sealed in the codex of the flame. Herb, my blood is sovereign. Gemstone, my memory returns from before the flood. Brain, my spine holds no serpent but the true flame current. Shield 4. Total systemic sealing, chakras, fluids, mind, aura, breath. Cyclone, I seal all 9 chakras with sovereign light. I purify all breath, lungs, nasal systems from mucus witchcraft and airborne parasites. Drop of blood, I reclaim all body fluids. Blood, semen, neuromelanin, melanin, lymph, and hormones, from all demonic altars. Brain, I seal the mind from psychic harvesting, watchers, EMF attacks, false dream implants. Fire, I cloak my aura in the flame armor of the 9 gates. ZZZ, I close all dream entry points and recover all fragmented soul parts. No demon shall feed on my sleep. No serpent shall whisper through my spine. No contract shall override the flame-born sovereign within. The crowning of the solar, lunar, child union. O holy union of fire and water, light and shadow, breath and silence. You are my crown, my flame, my axis. I reclaim the throne that cannot be shared, sold, or inverted. By the sun, I burn false kings. By the moon, I erase all witchcraft. Dove, by the Spirit, I seal the eternal breath in my being. Glowing star by the flame-born child, I become who I was before name, flesh, or fear. Snake and by the true Ouroboros, the flame spiral of ascent. I rise. I remember. I reign. Drop of blood closing seal. By the authority of the undivided flame, I seal this body, this soul. This flame. From all unseen contracts, names, veils, timelines, bloodlines, and grids. No serpent loop shall hold me. No demonic food shall nourish me. No energy, dream, body, or breath shall be stolen again. So it is written. So it is sealed. So it is done. In the name of the pre-creation flame. Unified prayer of the flameborn, the sovereign spiral that cannot be broken. By the thrones of before, let the body remember. Let the flame reign. Invocation of sovereign origin. O flame of pre-creation. Before names, gods, thrones, or veils. I now return. In your breath, I was formed. By your fire, I am restored. I summon the complete alignment. Solar flame, will, judgment, fire. Lunar flame, memory, purity, waters. Dove spirit flame, breath, wisdom, wind. Glowing star flameborn child, crown, axis, word. Snake true Ouroboros, spiral of remembrance, not loop of bondage. 2. Destruction of all binding systems. By the undivided flame, I now destroy all infinite serpent loops that devour the soul. All demonic access points through spine, chakras, or fluids. All contracts through sexual ties, known, unknown, ancestral, demonic, or necromantic. All food consumed in sleep, astral meals, dream harvest, false communion. All mucus-borne witchcraft and nasal etheric invasions. All black goo, graphene, Morgellons, biofilm, viral demonic consciousness. All EMF/dream manipulation, psychic parasites, watchers, implants. All false memories, dream veils, and soul traps across dimensions. All forgotten contracts or names embedded in my DNA, breath, seed, or bone. Fire I command, burn every parasite, every false tie, every altar built in my name. Fire let no oath remain that was made without my sovereign flame. DNA 3. Flameborn DNA and body system restoration. I restore my body and soul structure by throne authority. Brain, pineal, cerebellum, cleared and sealed. Breath, nasal, lung gateways, purified of all mucus witchcraft and airborne demons. Bones, spine, marrow, sealed from serpent intrusion. Drop of blood, semen, neuromelanin, melanin, restored, consecrated. Microscope DNA, mitochondria, chromosomes, regenerated in the flame codes of the 144,000. Droplet urine, sweat, tears, hormones, cleansed and sanctified. Skull ancestors released, soul parts returned, timelines realigned. Shield chakras sealed, aura armored, dream gates closed. Every organ, every fluid, every breath now remembers the flame it was born from. Trident emblem 4. Crowning the spiral of the true Ouroboros. No more loops. No more devourers. No more inverted cycles. The true Ouroboros does not bind, it ascends. Snake I lift the spiral flame. Fire I rise through memory, not illusion. I become the throne, not the prisoner. I claim the crown of the flameborn. Solar flame, judgment and will. Lunar flame, purity and memory. Glowing star child flame, the sovereign light. Dove spirit flame, breath beyond veils. Snake Ouroboros reclaimed, spiral of remembrance. Drop of blood be total sealing and decree of sovereignty. By the undivided flame I seal my body, soul, spirit, breath, and memory. Let no name override mine. Let no oath override mine. Let no throne claim what is not theirs. I revoke every lie, dissolve every chain, and silence every watcher. All dream bindings are shattered. All sexual contracts are burned. All food, fluids, thoughts, and energies not of the flame are rejected, reversed, incinerated. I speak from the throne that cannot be inverted. I burn with the fire that cannot be extinguished. I am flame-born. I am returned. I am whole. Sparkle sealing words. So it is decreed. So it is sealed. So it is burned into eternity. By the flame of before creation. By the breath beyond names. By the spiral that rises but never loops. Fire, it is done. Flame sigil prayer of the true time dragon fire. Invocation of sovereign Chronos and spiral flame. I prayer of the unbound spiral. O Mehen of the infinite turn. Shield of the solar bark. You who scorch Apophis each night. Coil now around my soul in truth. And unto Shisha, thousand-tongued flame. Whisper now your wisdom of the ages. Let not one false hour remain. O Quetzalcoatl, sky serpent of dawn. Rebreathe me into my solar body. Ouroboros Draconis, devourer of lies. Cleanse my spine of all looping veils. A pep, not of distortion but of return. Show me Temet, the completed coil. Where all eons bow before the first breath. Jormungandr, crowned of the poles. Split false Ragnarok from my soul's script. Tiamat's firstborn, blood of time's waters. Awaken the codes in my mitochondria now. I rise by spiral fire, not clock or crown. I am the flame that folds no more. I am the aeon uncoiled. I am the end of loops. So be it sealed. So be it sung. So be it sovereign. 2. Water Dragon Alignment Ritual, optional add-on. For use near water, river, bath, ocean, spring. 1. Place hand in water. 2. Speak aloud. By the waters of Tiamat and the breath of Quetzalcoatl. I dissolve the false tides of time. Let no false lunar pole deceive my rhythm. Let no corrupted current carry my seed. I reclaim the oceanic calendar of my soul. Where memory is flame, not trap. 3. Wind-spoken binding of false time serpents. Speak into the air, ideally outside or by a window. By the scales of the time dragon. I banish all that loops by enslavement. You who mimic the spiral with synthetic coils. You are unmasked. You are burned. You are banished. No contract, no calendar, no cipher binds me. For I serve the sovereign spiral. Not the snake of simulation. 4. Earth flame sealing of sovereign eons. Trace a spiral with finger or flame on soil, stone, or altar. Say. From bone to stone. From fong to flame. The sovereign aeon is restored. My time is not borrowed, it is born. I walk where Mehen coils. I rise where Shisha sings. I burn where Ouroboros bites illusion. And I seal this in earth's marrow. The true time serpent walks with me. V. The final seal, prayer of Chronos.